Before starting with our melody, I want to do some cleanup. So first of all, I am opening the channel rack. I am not using the kick, clap, hi-hat or snare, so I will just delete them. They are not useful for us. So after done with deleting, the next thing is that I will use for melody again the piano. So I am just cloning this one. Right click and clone. So I have again the glass grand, and for this one I will rename and color it. So this is melody, and the color, let's just select another color, accept, and I want to give this another rack. I will move this with alt or option and arrow down, and now as it is select, I'm going to insert tree and right clicking it and channel routing. Now I selected this one. Now I can continue with writing my melody. Before starting writing the melody, I want to do one more thing, which is creating the melody pattern. Melody, and I'm again giving the same color to it. Now we are ready, and we already selected melody, and I am right clicking and I am at the piano roll. So when we are checking the different patterns, I want to show you something. Again, for the chords, we used the C4, started with the C4 and used the C4 and 4 and 5 octaves. And when we move to, let me see, to flute, we use start from C5. So we are going up. I will go again up, and I will use this time C6 or C7 and that octave. So we are on melody, and I selected the melody, and I will write my melody here. So we just need to do some experimenting here. I will try to do something scaling up. I will start with E's, and after that I will try to go up. D6, C6, or I will just give a step, B5, A6, okay, and go a little bit more up, and A6. So I am using basically the C major scale notes, and now again returning back to E6. Let me see how does it feel now. Okay, let's continue. Let's start from again E5, B5, D6, and E6. Listening again. Okay. Now I want to do some variation here. I will continue E5, B5. Let me put some variation, this time C, and I am making the C longer. And after that again D5, and we are returning back to E6, and after that I want to repeat. So command, I am selecting with command these guys and pasting, and moving them all. Now let me repeat also this section again. Control C, Control V, and after that again put some variation. So D a little bit longer, D, and finishing with E again. Let me listen. Okay, it feels fine for the starting point. The note, so we just played really safely. I tried to use some upscaling notes each time and returning back to E6 each time again. I will now put it into our song and see how it does. So let's put the melody here and play. Okay, so far it looks good to me. I want to just play with mixer and the sound levels. I want the chords to be a little bit behind and melody a little bit front. Let me try again. Play. Now I want to show you something else. I will go to the master in the mixer and I will add the equalizer due to parametric EQ2. And in this one, I want to show you different sounds and where they are playing exactly. I'm going here and selecting heat map enabled. So first let's play all of them. Okay, one thing I want to tell you here is that most of the notes are playing around here, as you see, and the chords and the melody is in similar area, and even I just made the sound a little bit less for chords. I think they are fighting with each other, so I want to move the melody a little bit up and see how it does. So for the melody, I am selecting all of them and I am moving them to 7, E7. Now let me see how it does. I will select here and start from here this time. I think now it looks like much better. So one more important information. When you are creating your composition, you are trying to fill different ranges of sound here. So for the bass, you are starting with C2, C3 and filling this area, and then you have the low mid and the high mid. So you are trying to fill different sections and create a good harmony and something sounding really good. Okay, one more thing I want to change is that I think the flute melody is really boring, so I want to put some variation also there. Again, I will make them a little bit upscaling, so going up and down. Let's see how it does this time. Okay, let's play the song again and see how it feels. Okay, I know I think that the flute sounds much better, but it is somewhat too high and fighting with the main melody, so I will again decrease flute sound also a little bit and try again listening. Okay, feels much better. No, as a next step, I want to put some variation, so I will duplicate the melody. 1 minute, where is clone? Okay, so melody 2, and I will play and make it instead of upscaling, downscaling melody. So it will, this one go A7, this one go to A6, this one goes down again, B, and this one goes up. Okay, now it is downscaling. Again, this goes to E7. I will copy this section, it will be easier. Okay, and copy this section. Control C. I'm deleting by right clicking. Okay, I'm moving these up also. So they are downscaling. Let me just play the pattern and see how it feels. Okay, that's fine. I will put the melody, the second melody here. And now let's also duplicate the flute. Clone. And make it also downscaling. For this one, I will just change the places of the chords and make it opposite. Okay. Now, let's also play this one. I will also add the flute melody here. Sorry, the second one. And let's also clone the chords. Again, I will change the place of each one of them and make them like mirrored. So this is F4. C4 goes here. Let me move it to F4. And also change these two. This is A4. And let's try. And lastly, I will play again, switch back to our main melody and also main flute and also chords again. So we are creating a variation in this middle and returning back to the original one. And I think that's it. Let's try to play. One last step I want to mention is the velocity. So when you are pushing the keyboard, you cannot always use the same velocity, same speed. So it will be sometimes less speedy and sometimes harder. So we need to put some variation to our velocity to make it feeling like more human. So I will go one by one and change the variation of the chords and melodies and everything. You can also left click and drag around and it will change the velocity for your notes. So I am doing that for each one of them. And for melody, now we have some variation also on melody, and lastly the melody too, again creating some variation with the velocity. So sometimes the keys will be pushed harder, sometimes softer with the velocity change. Okay, done. Let's play a short section again to see how it feels. Okay. Okay, that's it. So we are finishing our composition here. So it is all about your ears, and if it feels good for you and if you like it, or if you don't like it, just play around and do more experimenting. We need to do more and more experimenting and try with different melodies and see how it feels, and then listen later again and see if it still sounds good to you, and play again and try again changing it, and then play again. So it is just trial and error and experimentation, and finally you will have something good for you, and that's it. See you in another lesson.